What's up guys, Xin Zhao here. Today we're back again, and in this video we're going to be playing some Xin Zhao in the jungle. So this match, it turned out to be a very good Xin Zhao match, and I think y'all will really enjoy it. It's one of the sweatiest matches I've had in a while, but yep, as I've said in my past video, Xin Zhao overall a very solid champion, very well-rounded, very good jungler. And the main reason I picked Xin Zhao in this match is just because the enemy picked Kha'Zix, and Xin Zhao is one of my favorite picks into Kha'Zix and like Rengar and other champions like that. But I'll talk about why in a second. But to start off for the clear, gonna be starting off with my red buff. And with Xin Zhao, you can do a couple different clears. You can clear your red side jungle only and then go for bot scuttle, or you could just work your way up towards the blue buff and then go towards top scuttle. And I based that based on how my side lanes are going and how the mid lane is going. So I'm keeping an eye on these lane matchups over here, and I'm seeing are they trading a lot or are they just playing relatively safe. And if they're staying relatively safe, if both the laners are like pretty high health, I'm just gonna work towards the top side of the map because I mean, if there's no good gank potential, and there's no reason for me to stay. But I see in this case they're trading very heavily, and I know ranged versus melee matchups, those can go very one-sided if one side snowballs over the other. So I start to rotate down here. I see that they're trading a lot, and I look for a gank over here. And I know Darius already burned flash, so I go ahead and just hard engage onto him, and I'm able to pick up the kill. But that's very key that I saw Darius burn flash earlier. If you didn't see, he like flashed in with his first ability. And if he still had flash up, what I would have done is I would have held my third ability probably until he flashed himself. Or I could have just followed up with my own flash if he flashed away. So it just got to be very cautious of if they have flash up or not and how you can engage with that. But now I see that the enemy jungler isn't on their blue buff yet. I just see him now on this side of the map. So I'm pinging my teammates to come over. Unfortunately, the Vayne is resetting, so I still go for this engage. And this is what I love about Xin Zhao. In the early game, you can bully out any jungler. Like, it doesn't matter that Kha'Zix got isolation damage on me, but now I'm waiting for my teammates to rotate. I'm trying to ping him. Like, I want my Lux to rotate from mid because they have full priority, and Vayne's still coming back. So, like, if Lux comes over here, we can for sure win this, but Lux is being classic Lux player, I guess. And I wait for the Vayne to get back instead. You just got to play patient. And we're able to pick up a nice kill onto the Darius, but that's one of the biggest things I definitely point out as a jungler is, like, pay attention to your teammates. Like, sure, sometimes they should be doing something. Sure, the Lux probably should have rotated, but they weren't, so you kind of just have to look at the map and recognize that and realize your teammate's not going to be coming and kind of just play around that. So in that case, I was able to at least play, like, somewhat patient and wait for my Vayne to get back because at least the Vayne rotated, but it happens. Sometimes they come, sometimes they don't. But now, I'm looking for a gank over here. I see that they're pretty far pushed out. They're actually level 5 already, meaning that they got kills, but trying to track down this Caitlyn over here. I don't know why that Tristana jumped in, but they just got themselves killed. But now, I'm able to pick up the Caitlyn at least. I get level 5. Now, that's something to pay attention to as a jungler for sure, is if you get level 5 before other people, that can be huge on some champions. So, like, champ like Rengar, Eve, getting that level 5 power spike before other people is completely clutch. So that's just something to pay attention to, especially if you get a kill or something early. You're going to get to level 5 before other people. So now I'm just farming up over here, taking my entire blue side, and I can already get my black cleaver, so going to be working towards that, and I'm going to end up getting that shop in beforehand. So something that I do want to point out is, like, well, I guess I didn't kill the Kha'Zix. I disagree with this gank over here because I have not shopped yet. But I guess I can go for it. We might be able to make it work. Oh, that's actually great. That's a great ult. Oh, can we get the Caitlyn? Oh, the Caitlyn's so low. Oh, they flash out. Do I go in for this? Oh, wow, I get burst on. Oh, yikes. That pike actually just completely bursted me. And that's exactly why I say I disagree with that, because I hadn't shopped yet. Because you do have to keep in mind sometimes, in a case like that, it looks like they're getting kind of screwed over. But in a case like that, you kind of have to recognize whenever you kill somebody, like if you kill an enemy jungler early on or laner early on, when you kill them, they're instantly going to go back to base and get a shop in. So then they're naturally just going to have an item advantage against you unless you go back and shop yourself. So in that case, like I just killed the Caitlyn, and then I went for another gank onto there. But when I killed the Caitlyn, they definitely shopped for items, so they did have a bit of more items for me. So I didn't have as much tankiness or as much damage, so that was bad gank on me looking back at that. Sure, the angle looked very well, but just because I hadn't shopped yet, like it probably wasn't even worth it. But it was close at least, so could have been worse, I guess, but that's all right. You learn from your mistakes. Now, I see this Darius over here. I don't even go for that gank because that minion wave is pushed right next to his turret. And... Or do I go for that? Oh, actually, it looks like he's resetting. I might actually do go for this. He did reset kind of greedy. Yeah, I'm not able to pick that up, though. You can see how you could tell from the minion wave positioning that, like, there's no way we've been able to get that kill because I knew Darius would never walk out that far. So I guess we stop his recall at least. So can start up this Herald over here. I'm looking to fight at this Herald side because I know, like, my Vayne's doing pretty well. I don't really want to fight with this duo lane because duo lane seems to be struggling so far this match, so I choose to just get the gold from Herald. Able to get that, and now looking for a dive onto this bot side over here. We could definitely get turret over here. I just place Herald, and now we can look to take out this turret and then maybe kill the Darius. I know they're all on top side of the map because they just cleared the they legit just cleared the dragon. So I'm keeping an eye out for the rotate. So that's why I'm checking for on the map. I'm like, where are these people rotating from? Because I know they're on their way. So I try and catch Ziggs out. I'm right up on him. Able to get that in. And unfortunately, he actually gets a nice dash away. I was trying to save ult, actually. That was very greedy on me. We're actually able to get 2 turrets over there. So that's pretty good. But unfortunately, I do go down. The Kha'Zix was able to get isolation damage on me. That was very greedy on my part. I should have ulted early on, but I honestly didn't think I'd burst down that Ziggs that fast, but I guess I do have that burst damage. I don't know why Vayne is roaming around my jungle instead of defense. Oh, wait, never mind. Vayne's the Baron laner. I don't know what I'm saying. Ignore me, but... Oh, Tristana must have died. I didn't not see what happened with them. But, that's alright. Now I'm just going to go back and farm up my blue side over here. And... just going to consistently farm. That's a mistake a lot of junglers make, is they kind of slow down on the farming. They always look for fights, but one thing that's very important to do for sure, especially in the mid game that a lot of people slip up on, is keeping up with your farming. Especially on certain champs, they have very, very good mid game farming. Like Eve is one of my favorite champs to like farm on in the mid game because you could farm up so fast. But I'm just getting Scuttle and everything. I see the enemies all around. I know Kha'Zix is around too, so I'm trying to ping him to be careful, and I'm looking for a good counter gank over here. I see the Pyke engage, and able to get my own engage onto him. I'm not greedy with the ult this time. I use it early. Make sure I don't go down. Make sure I'm able to at least secure the kill, but able to pick that up, and now looking to see if maybe I can get a re-engage in, but that Caitlyn hurts. Ooh, that flash does not help the Ashe, but I can't really do anything over here anymore. They had 4 people over there, I guess. Lux probably should have been pushing mid, but that's fine. That's all good now. I got my Divine Sunder, and now can start building into my other items. So this Vayne, taking my... I don't know why this Vayne is taking my red buff. They have significantly less gold than me. I'm definitely doing more than in this match, but that's alright. It happens, you know. Classic old solo queue. Can't say I was expecting more, so... At least they're farming, I guess. At least they're getting gold. And now I see that Ziggs over there. I don't want him to dash away, so I just go in over there. Able to pick up the Caitlyn too, and now I'm trying to track down this Kha'Zix over here. Gotta watch out for the Pyke pulls for sure. So now, gonna back off. Don't have my ult for a little bit. Once you get a couple points into your ult, though, your ult cooldown actually is pretty short. So I knew Kha'Zix was gonna probably go back to his jungle to start farming, so... I look back over here. I don't get too greedy. I kite back towards my teammate. That is something very, very key was I kite back to my Ashe, and then I look for a good re-engage. Unfortunately, that Pyke is dishing out so much damage, and their duo lane is very, very fed, but looks like we're at least able to get the Kha'Zix over here. That's good. And now, it's a bit of a rough start, at least. I have most of the team's kills, unfortunately, so that means my teammates don't have the most amount of gold, but... we're getting turrets. We're at least staying in it. Turret-wise, we're looking pretty good, but looks like this Lux might go down over here. Bit unfortunate, but maybe the Vayne can get this Ziggs. Oh, are they going to go for it? Oh, that was nice. That was nice. They're able to pick that up. Let's see if they get out of that alive. Looks like they are. That is pretty good. But our laners just keep on getting caught out, so we need a group for this dragon. I'm trying to group up over here. I think we have a pretty good chance of winning this fight, so I think this is an okay fight to take. And also, or not the dragon, the herald, and also the Ziggs is down. I'm pinging. We need to wait for our teammates to get here. That's why I'm pinging, because we need Lux and Tristana here. So I'm trying to kite back. I'm just trying to buy time for my teammates to get here. So Poke at him. Able to get a kill or two. Trying to track down this Caitlyn over here. Unfortunately, my smite was just a second too early. I was not able to get the best angle, but able to track down that Caitlyn, and now I'm trying to get out of this alive. I take 2 down, but unfortunately that Pyke just going crazy right now. That Pyke ultimate dishing out so much damage. And unfortunately not able to do anything, but I was able to get at least 2 of them. And now I'm kind of a bit... that jump in by the Tristana was very, very questionable. Jumping straight into a Kha'Zix's face when you're isolated. Not the smartest decision, especially if you're an ADC, but hey, at least they attacked the enemy, I guess. At least they weren't AFK farming. What can I say? They're trying. Maybe they'll learn. Maybe they'll learn stop jumping into a Kha'Zix's face. It's very annoying against Kha'Zix too, because Kha'Zix has very, very fast objective take. So now, unfortunately, our team just keeps on running into their death. So now I just try and create some separation. We're able to get the Darius now. I'm just trying to get this dragon over here. Trying to buy some time. My teammates are on the way. Lux and Tristan are here now, so I let them jump in. I wait for the dragon to get a bit lower before I look for an engage. And I'm able to secure it, and now they're all jumping out of here. They're all super low. But I'm also pretty low. I really don't want to get my GA popped, so I kind of just let my teammates do their thing and roam around the back. I wait for my ultimate to get back off cooldown. Going for these berries that I see. And now I kind of just end up saying retreat. I think Kha'Zix is on his way back, so I don't really want to get my GA popped. But fortunately the Ash arrow misses, but oh well. Gonna just farm back up again. Go back through my jungle. Clear it all. Oh, what's going on over there? Oh, it looks like they might actually get this Darius over here. Oh, can they get him? Nope, unfortunately he's able to get away. But looking pretty good. Looks like they want to push this mid turret over here. So actually, I'm like, I can rotate over if they want to try and push this, but we can see they're getting it pretty low. Let's see. I'm just waiting for the next mini wave. They don't have minions for a good minute, so I'm keeping an eye out. They need to watch out over there because they probably shouldn't get caught out. Yeah, it looks like they just want to reset and get some items in, so I'm like, I'll just keep on farming, I guess. So I'm trying to ping retreat, like, please don't push up. But unfortunately, I'm assuming somebody must have gotten hooked by Pyke or Kha'Zix showed up or something. I don't know. Probably a Pyke pull, I'm guessing. So now, I'm on my way. I see a good engage onto Ziggs over here. I ult this time. I ult this time. I learned. Make sure to secure that, but try and get out of it. That Caitlyn damage is pretty nasty. I'm struggling to burst down the Caitlyn. I can't really... It's hard to get 2 of them at once. I was at least able to get down the Ziggs all the way, but that Caitlyn's dishing out some serious work over there. The Caitlyn and Pyke got hella fed during lane phase. Unfortunately, that Ash arrow misses. If that would have landed, we probably could have followed up on that, but that's all right. I'm getting my shop in. I'm pretty tanky now, so I can hopefully survive this Caitlyn more, but I'm looking for a good wraparound, seeing if I can maybe get an engage onto the Darius. I know he's around this corner over here, so I'm trying to follow up. I have my ult, so able to pick up the Darius, and now trying to see if I can get onto this Kha'Zix over here, but looks like he's able to get the runaway. And gonna keep an eye out on this Pyke. I'm getting pretty tanky, so I'm really just waiting for good angles, seeing if I can get some good engages. And one of the big things about Xin Zhao that a lot of people don't realize is you actually have very, very good AoE damage on Xin Zhao. Like, your second ability plus your ult can completely, like, half health an entire team if you can get a good engage. A good tip that I'd say to get the fastest combo on Xin Zhao is actually if you dash in with your third ability and then use your ultimate and then your second ability. That's the fastest combo you could do to get the most amount of burst damage. Some people have my third ability and then second ability, but that's actually a bit slower in terms of burst damage. The one thing about that is, like, you can hold your ult, but if you're looking to just burst somebody as fast as you can, definitely third ability, ult, and then second ability and first ability. And they're all getting out on like 1 HP, but I see this Darius over here. I'm not gonna let him get away. I'm actually debating. I'm like, do I try and save my team or do I just kill this Darius over here? And like, I can't really go all the way back. I'm a little bit far away, so I'm like, I'll just kill this Darius. But get the kill onto Darius, get the berries, and now this Kazakh's trying to chase me down, but I'm able to just follow up on him and pick that up. And that's a pretty good ace over there. I think we got all 5 of them. Yep, we did get all 5 of them. So overall, that fight went pretty well. Now I can finally get this mid turret over here, or at least I should be able to get this mid turret over here. And then we can slowly look to get some more objectives. So now I'm like, I'll just farm up his jungle while the Kazakhs is dead. I'm pinging the Vayne to be careful because they're respawning. Don't really want to get caught out, but I'm like, I'll go ahead and just take this blue buff or red buff while I'm at it. I see they're all over there, but I just smite it away. And I just dip out. Yeah, I know they're all respawning and on their way, so I'm like, I'll hold off. I won't get too greedy or anything. But now, back off. I can finally afford my Randuins, so trying to do anything to negate some of this Caitlyn damage, because Caitlyn's range plus the burst is absolutely crazy. Especially in this match, they did get pretty fed, so get the Randuins, and now building plated steel caps too. And I think for my enchant, what do I go? Do I go Redemption? I might just go Redemption for team utility, because I think my team just needs to be able to survive, but I see they're on the dragon, and we have to keep an eye on that because Kazakhs has very, very fast dragon take. So, as you can see, he's going for it. He might actually get it. Yeah, he gets that before even I get there. We just don't have like the good team positioning or anything. But he has so much mobility, but thankfully the Tristan is able to get him, and now I'm trying to wrap around. There's 2 of them here. I'm waiting for my abilities to get off cooldown. That's something that really key I'm doing is I'm using my abilities and then I'm running off until they get back off cooldown. So notice I'm running away. I'm trying to like wait until my abilities get off cooldown. So I just run away. I'm waiting until I get my 3rd ability. And then I look for a re-engage over here. Trying to track down this Caitlyn over here, but can't get onto him. And I know I can't keep on chasing, so kiting around and finally able to pick him up. And it's just really key playing around your abilities. Like, Xin Zhao is honestly, like, although your auto attacks do a decent amount of damage, you really are very, very ability based. Like, without your abilities, Xin Zhao is a very meh champ. Like, you're mostly just a tank that can take a lot of damage, but you don't actually do anything. Now, if you play around your abilities, that's when Xin Zhao starts to become very game changing. And in my opinion, I think it's specifically your second ability. I think that's such a big difference between, like, good Xin Zhao players and, like, average Xin Zhao players is, like, the way that you use your second ability is like so different. If you can use your second ability and like maximize your damage output, your Xin Zhao, like your damage output will just go insanely high on Xin Zhao. Just because a lot of people don't understand, your second ability is like where like so much of your damage come from. Like your second ability plus your ult together can almost like, it can half health pretty much anybody. So this Pyke trying to track me down. I'm running away. I know they're all chasing after me, so that Darius goes for a full-on engage. I just ult away and kite back, I guess, separate him up a bit. But they chased me a bit too far on that commit, a bit too hard. But yeah, but that's the nice thing about Xin Zhao is your ultimate's also a very good disengage and an engage. You know, you ever feeling yourself in a sticky situation, just press that ult button and you'll be able to get out. And I'm pinging these guys. I'm like, chill out, bro. Because, I mean, it's against a Kazakhs. Like, you can't be, like, out pushing like that because you're just going to get isolation damage on you the entire time, so all these people keep on getting out by Kazakhs. I'm trying to ward up because I know Kazakhs is on the bot side of the map, so I'm trying to do anything to cue my teammates, like, please look at the Kazakhs. Kazakhs will kill you. So now I go back, I'm like, maybe if I get redemption, maybe they'll actually stay alive, so I'm desperately trying to do anything to try and keep them alive, but we'll see. I'm hoping this Vayne can pick up for sure once we get towards the late game. Late game Vayne damage, always nice, even if it's not a good Vayne player. All you gotta do is press the auto attack, as long as you don't insta-die. But people are insta-dying, very sad. But yeah, there isn't that much I could do about that. There's no point in fighting this anymore, because we just, I mean, it's, whew. There we go. Yeah, we just gotta kite back. Cool, that actually, there we go. That's what you need to do. You need to kite back like that, but fortunately, we're all going down. At this point, I'm realized, you know, we're in kind of deep. Might as well commit to this. I'm trying to track down this Caitlyn over here. They got a they got some lucky dashes and flash. They avoided my second ability twice in a row, and that saved them so much. But this Vayne going crazy now. They're trying to chase a bit too far. They unfortunately go down. Maybe got a bit too greedy for that Caitlyn. I'm pretty sure that Caitlyn is warding on me, but I'm trying to see if I can get a good engage onto this Caitlyn, but it's very hard too. The Caitlyn's a very obnoxious champ to get onto. Just the dashes back, plus the traps and the slows from the nets and everything. Not very fun, but I'm trying to kite back. I'm pretty sure this Caitlyn's still chasing me. I think they want to just pop my GA, so I do be a little bit careful. Oh, shoot. They did get it. I forgot about the Caitlyn ult, actually. I was keeping an eye out for if they showed up, but I guess I forgot about the ult. That is for sure my bad. But that's all right. I see that good dude's a bit caught out. I was like, he's about to die. So I go back. Sell my GA, I'm pretty sure, because it just got popped. And I think I buy Frozen Heart. I'm like, this Caitlyn's hurting a bit too much. Maybe some decreasing that attack speed a bit more will help. But now they're on the dragon. My teammates, I don't know where they are. They're always somewhere. They're either somewhere or they're dead. They're somewhere on the wrong side of the map. But unfortunately, we're not able to do anything. That was maybe a little bit of my bad. Maybe I should have just reset it faster so I could have gotten in position for that. But they got the Elder, unfortunately. We should probably just be stalling until the Elder buff runs out. I go ahead and grab red while I still can. We're able to pick up the Kazakhs at least, look on the bright side, but looks like they're getting caught out over here. They're all dead. It is me and a Lux, which is standing in my jungle. There is nothing I could do anymore, and yep, I just get deleted by the Pyke and the Darius. Very unfortunate, but overall, that was a pretty well-played match, I think. Like, unfortunately, this is where it ends. Like, one throw, or not one throw, but another throw from my team. But there's still mistakes on my part that you can still learn from. There's still ways that I can improve, ways you can carry better. So, anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and that's going to be it for this video. I'll see y'all in the next one.